Hello everyone, in this video I'll be giving you some combat tips and tricks in Black Myth Wukong. So, the combat in this game revolves around a few different actions. So we have our magic attacks, which allows us to transform, use Cloud Step, or turn into a rock form, immobilize, which is one of our most powerful skills here, and then the Pluck of Many, which you'll get later on in the game. And we also have items. I really like the Tiger Subduing Pellets, as this is going to increase overall damage. But we also have transformations and different skills here. Like, I like Guang Mo's here, which will give us poison damage over time, which is great against bosses that are weak to it. And the second Rat Prince, which will give you a mallet hit, which deals stagger damage and then allows you to set up a few more attacks. And we also got different things here that's going to boost our defenses and stamina recovery. But typically in combat, it's all about focus points. We want to build up as many focus points as we can get, so I don't have any here. They're in the bottom right-hand corner. So just the regular attack combo is going to build them up, and then you can get yourself a bit extra if you do that full combo that does that stagger hit at the end. So we got one point here. So one of the best strategies I'll show you now is we got multiple of them set up. So once you have two, you're able to do this cool attack. So you can attack once and then follow it up with a second one, and you can see there, just completely shredded down the enemy. What's cool about that is against bosses, it's actually going to shred the bosses down too and give them it'll stagger them, allowing you to get another focus point because they're going to be staggered. But it's on the self-advance tree, so you want to get these staff stances, and you want to fill up the smash stance here. Once you have 3 of them, you'll be able to get the focus attack here, giving you 2 focus points, which is huge. But then it's the Skyfall Strike, so once you have 5 points in the tree, you'll be able to get this here. I guess the 5th point will be this one here. So whenever you do an attack, you can follow it up with another heavy attack, the Skyfall Strike. Very useful against certain bosses like the Stone Vanguard a little bit later on in the game. But typically when we get into combat, I would recommend starting with Immobilize, especially if you're able to catch them in an attack animation. And then once you get a few attacks off against them, your next Immobilize will be dealt for a bit longer time, which is really nice. You also have this transformation here, which I like to just do the dash attack here. We're getting fired at with multiple arrows, but the dash attack will make this end a little bit sooner, but some bosses, it just works better to go that route. But once you get those 2 focus points built up, you're able to do that special Skyfall Smash attack, which is super damaging. Now, you do have to be mindful of both your stamina and your overall health, as that's going to be the kind of limiting factor in combat. If you have no stamina, you won't be able to do the charge attacks. And range attacks are kind of annoying in this game. You can block them with that attack there by pressing L2, but you have to be facing the direction. So sometimes there's going to be enemies shooting at you from all which ways, and that just isn't very easy to dodge or block. So I have 2 focus points built up here, but we'll go... Oh, geez, I got lit on fire. I'll go deal damage. I'll go attack the more strong enemy up there and show it off again why we want to have the 2 focus points built up. We're getting shot at literally from everywhere, but... with this, you can follow it up, attack, and then attack again, and you see there, it just wipes out enemies really fast. So you can also do a little strategy here is doing jump attacks will actually allow you to just hit the enemy and get away safely. So that's another strategy you can go with. If you don't want to get attacked, you can just attack them and jump away right quick, and that allows you to get your hits in without taking any damage yourself. There is also fall damage in this game, which is learned, but unfortunately, enemies up high are very hard to hit, so you want to go to somewhere else. But yeah, if you do a jump attack, so jumping isn't something you're going to do often in this game, but if you jump up and attack, you'll be able to bounce off the enemy and then back away. This is where there's a boss arena, so there's going to be no enemies here, but you get my drift. If you do that jump attack, it's extremely strong. So that is another strategy, especially if you're going against enemies that are a little bit weaker. You can just bounce off of them and jump back into it. I'll show you what this looks like against this enemy here. So you can jump, and you see there, we got away, but again, there's friggin' bow arrows guys there, so yeah, it makes the combat a whole lot easier. I also recommend getting the ability to explode whenever you do the perfect dodges there. So again, you can jump and attack, and that just allows you to keep hitting enemies. So if you're really low on health, that can be a good way to make sure you stay alive for longer. But there is some quick and easy combat tips in Black Myth Wukong. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.